Whatever time you are watching, I hope it is good. My name is Jeff Schubert, and my discovery of East Brunswick continues at Tiger Schulman's Mixed Martial Arts Studio. I got to see a kids' martial arts class, and then the owner, head sensei Andrew Katz, he showed me some moves. Let's see if I was able to hold my own with Sensei Katz. And I think parents and kids are going to really like this episode because in addition to emphasizing technique, Sensei Katz focuses on bully prevention. He also focuses on self-defense for all kids and adults and an overall cool philosophy for life. So check it out.
So there's a little bit of timing both ways, getting in and getting out. Bring it back quick. That's it.
The bully's standing in front of you. They're trying to swing at you. When is that bully open the most? When they do what? Ryan? When they try to hit you, right? When they're throwing a punch.
I'm more in than
Now, I got the opportunity to watch the end of one class and a full other class, and one thing I noticed was you use a lot of the language of how to defend yourself against a bully.
Yes.
You know, when working with children, right?
That's correct.
Is that prominent?
Yeah, anything that we do with kids, more or less, is to build their confidence. Most of the kids that are here because they need the confidence and either are being bullied in school or are worried about being in school with bullies. So everything that we teach is in the context that here's this bully, here's how you handle it. Now, we don't just handle it with our hands and feet, though. We actually teach the kids that the first line of defense is your words, right? We never want to escalate past where the bully goes. So there are actually 3 levels of bullying. The first is like a testing phase. The bully will come in and they'll call a name, say something mean, and then we tell the kids, this is where you stand up for yourself. And if you stand up for yourself, at that point, you're never going to have to punch or kick anybody. But we learn how to punch and kick so that in the event that the bully does come at you, you can back up those words.
Great, so you incorporate the psychology into the martial arts as well, which is fantastic. And then another thing I liked, you talked about remember one thing, right, from your class?
Yes.
And that reminded me of actually of a Bruce Lee quote, right? I fear not the man who practices 10,000 kicks
moves,
one
right?
time. I fear the man who practices one kick 10,000 times.
Exactly, yes. I try and tell the kids that what we do here is not easy, although to some people looking in on the class, it looks like it's simple. It's not an easy thing. They're not going to learn it in one day. And it's better to try and learn one piece of the class each time they come. If they hear 100 classes, they'll know 100 pieces, right? So it makes it much easier for them to learn. Plus, it takes the pressure off of them. They don't feel like, I can't do this. I want them to feel like it's something that they can do. It just takes time.
I will say I was really glad to see the girls in the class because it is just as important for them to be studying this as it is for the boys, so it's kind of cool.
What is the quote-unquote Tiger Schulman's secret to helping with a lack of discipline?
Okay, the key to our program is what we call a non-quitting spirit. Everybody that comes into the school will quickly find out that nothing is handed to them as far as rank is concerned. We have a nice belt system. There are 13 belts and stripes in between each belt. So there's always a small goal that they're working towards. By doing it in small amounts, setting a goal, reaching the goal, then raising the goal, then it's much more attainable. And by doing it that way, they find that everything they do is easier to do as well.
You offer a lot of different martial arts at the school?
Okay, well, to make it simple, what we tell people is that it's kickboxing, a standing martial art, and jiu-jitsu, which is a ground martial art. Today they call that mixed martial arts, right? Mixed martial arts is probably the most effective way to defend yourself. Reason being is that if a person attacks you standing up, you can defend standing up. If it goes to the ground and you don't know what to do, your stand-up is useless. But
tell that to Holly Holmes, right?
Exactly, exactly. Now, if you know how to defend on the ground, it's not that you're going to go to the ground, it's that you're not worried about it. It makes your stand-up even better. If it does go to the ground, though, you can defend yourself in that situation as well.
I'd be giving 2 thumbs up right about now, but they don't go up in loves.
So I'm going to teach you a few different strikes on the bag. The first one is going to be your front hand punch. We call it a jab. It looks like this here. Okay. You'll notice that it goes straight out and comes straight back. Now the jab, very important punch, probably the most often used punch in martial arts. The
two main jobs that it has. One is to maintain distance. Right? If I want to keep a person at bay, I can sit here and throw jabs. I don't even have to hit them. The other job it has is to close the distance safely. If I'm going toward an attacker, I don't want to go in doing nothing because then it gives them the opportunity to hit me. So instead, I'm going to go in throwing, putting them on the defense. All right, I want you to do it slow first. Breathe out as you punch. That's it, pretty short. That's it, you go, I'll go. Punch we're going to throw is called the cross punch. It's the most powerful punch in martial arts. The reason it's powerful is because we're going to turn our bodies and push off the back leg, getting our whole weight moving forward as you throw. So it's going to look like this here. You can see my hips are turned square to the bag, hand is turned so the thumb's to the bottom, and my back is still straight though. Now, like I said, we're going to add it. So I'm going to get in safely with my jab, then I'm going to finish with my knockout, my cross. Watch again. Just like that. All right, let's try. Ready? Go. 1, 2. That's this. Straight in. 1, 2. Go. Now, front kick looks like this. And as you can see, I'm hitting with the ball of my foot. You can just, since you're just starting out, you can hit with the bottom of the foot. All right, go ahead. Go. Sit a little further back. Now, every grab that a person can possibly put you in, and there really are only 12 or variations of them, each grab has a weakness. If we learn the weakness in the grab, we can exploit it using leverage. The weakness in this grab is the furthest point from the attacker's body, right? There's muscle here, but if you get out to here where the wrist is, there's no muscle around the wrist. I'm gonna grab this arm, just to keep you with me. I'm gonna take my arm way up here, hold on tight, right? Way up here. As I turn, hold on tight. As I turn, you can see I don't even have to use any strength. Because I'm using the leverage of my whole body, your hands are gonna come right off my neck. From this point, I can strike with the elbow, I can kick if I want to. There's many things that I can do as well. All right, now I want you to do it. I'm gonna hold your neck. Now, with your left hand, grab my wrist. Okay, left foot steps back. Step it straight back, though. Not in line with the other foot. There you go. Now, other hand straight up behind your ear. Straight up, now twist your body. That's it, and you can throw an elbow strike. That's it, just like that. Let's do it again. This time, yell at the end, just don't hit me.
Okay,
right, go ahead, go.
Don't get excited, right?
All right, go ahead, go. Ah! Very good, all right.
First yoga, then martial arts. It's like a trip down memory lane for me. I'm seriously going to try to figure out how I can maybe reintegrate one or both back into my routine when I get back to LA. Again, I want to emphasize how I really appreciate Sensei Katz's emphasis on the bullying thing, because there really is a real issue, unfortunately, in our society at large. And it's not about teaching kids to go look for fights, but it's giving them tools to try to first diffuse situations or, have an ability to defend themselves if it unfortunately gets that far. Self-defense is good for confidence, it's good for fear reduction, not only for kids, but also for adults. So check it out near you if it's something you are thinking about. And until next time, when the discovery continues, be safe.
Okay, as you can see, these techniques have gotten progressively more difficult, right? So what does that mean? We have to have something special in order to be able to do it. What do we have to have, Mia? Non-quitting spirit. We don't give up. If you can't do it today, that's okay. Make sure you keep practicing hard and don't give up, and you'll get it one day.